Shaji clear PMP with all above target. Ladies and gentlemen, he is PMP number 103 of 2022 and he cleared PMP in very few days. Journey of Shaji is very interesting from many purposes. One of the most important thing that I want to mention, he is the giving or I would say living proof of how my pre-trainings help. How that thing help, like what is my pre-trainings and how that helps for the batch programs and what are these things all about. I would give the mic to Shaji so he can share Shaji your entire journey in a way you like. So the mic is with you, please go ahead.
Okay, thanks Amir for the floor, giving the floor to me. Okay, so friends, I started my journey on PMP after seeing Amir's video on the YouTube. So it was an inspiring video, and I thought that yes, this is the person who can guide me to achieve my PMP. So looking at the videos, I knew that okay, this is good in terms of the quality of the materials, the content of the materials, and finally I joined the classes. So Ami sent me some of the journey videos. So I just prepared journey. I saw the journey videos and prepared notes, and I just kept on doing it. I was expecting more videos from him. Then in the end, he said that okay, it is only 12 of them, so you reached the maximum. So that was the end of the my preparation for the journey of the journey videos. Then I started studying all those notes, and Amir told that okay, now it's time to get on with the mocks. So we started with the mocks and we continued with the journey till date.
Till
And
there.
I would say that the contents of the PPT which Amir shared and also the way he explained the contents in the journey videos, it was like a short content or a minimized version of the whole PM book, and it makes us not to read PM book. Lengthy process of reading the PM book can be avoided, and even the boringness will be gone away because of the live videos. And liveliness is something that brings more inspirations for studying. So the PM book was out of picture, and the notes from the PPTs are far enough to get on to understand the concept of the PMP, and also the mind maps were something that brought us the visual form of the whole content of the subject, and it was very good. And I practiced a lot creating the mind maps. And it helped me to visualize and understand much more and remember most of the things. That was a major part of the mind maps. And second was the content of the mock exams, the 6 mocks which Ami shared with me on Udemy. And there was something that uh, made me to practice a lot. And the RCA was something brought out the hidden parts of what the PMP contents are. So those were the things which made up the whole set of information that required to clear PMP. And the first thing is that this information makes you increase the confidence level and the fear goes out of your mind. Once the fear is gone, then exam is as good as that you can achieve it. So that is the short content of my journey in this around 1 month of that.
It could have been shorter, but because of work schedule, like
Yes, yes.
because of pre-training, he has watched all the videos in pre-training and made notes. So when we joined the program, he was ready. He was doing mocks. When he joined the program, he was doing my mocks. So he could have easily done, but since because of busy schedule and even today you have to go to job or yesterday.
Yes.
Yesterday.
I just got out of the training center, came down. I just switched on my phone and it rang. I got into a call, and 1.5 hours the journey till my home. I was on the call, and that's why I couldn't even send you the message. Also,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. Then when I got home, I got the email from Pearson. So I could just forward it to you as soon as you called. I was on the call again, so I couldn't
Yeah,
pick up your call.
yeah,
Then I knew I. Then I realized, oh, I just missed to send you the things, and I hunted
yeah.
down the mail and then sent it over to you
Yeah,
as soon as
yeah,
possible.
that was interesting because because Shaji was among those people. I was very confident. Like my colleague said, how much confident they asked me for every single person. How much confident? So that I said that unless something amazing happened, like something extreme challenging, Shaji is easily gonna clear the exam. There is no issue in with him. But since his exam was at 8 p.m. India, that is 7 p.m. Dubai time, and his exam was supposed to end at 12 a.m. Okay, I added 1 p.m. more, but it was like 2:30 p.m. in India, and I did not receive. Then I have to call. I said, "What is
Yeah.
happening here?" And I was happy that in the end he cleared the exam. So we are getting congratulations from your batchmates, Talha. We are getting
Thanks, Mohammed.
congratulations from Uzair, the
So,
first certified.
thanks, Cesar.
You had a conversation with him. He's saying you seems relaxed.
Actually, we had not conversation, like we had messages one or two times.
Yeah,
And
because
actually, I was relaxed during the examinations. To be frank, uh,
so where do you live and which center you choose?
I live in Mumbai, and there's only one center in Andheri. It
In
is
Andheri.
Pearson's Professional
Okay.
Services. So there is only center over there. There are many other centers, but PMA is not listed those centers in their website. So we have
Hmm.
only one site website to be chosen. And for the team members who are from Mumbai, I would say give that it opens at 7:30, and they start admitting people at 7:30. Then they starts with the normal process of check-ins, and it's good. It's not so bad. Like it's
A
good,
good center. So you
good
recommend it.
center.
You recommend it to other people.
Yes, see, all it depends is like let's not go deep into other criteria of how the center is. The only focus is let's go
No,
give our exams, pass out. That's
if you have only one center in Mumbai,
yeah.
then
Then
there
there
is
is
no
not
problem. Yeah.
no
There
options
is no
also. Yeah.
like when you like in Bangalore, we have three centers. Okay,
Yes.
so when you have three centers, okay, you can say, okay, I want this center, or this center is a little bit far from my home. When you have, I highly recommend that you give exam in center. And if you have only one center, then it's out of question. Okay,
Out of
let's talk
question. Yeah.
about that. How did you manage the exam? Time
Yes.
management.
Uh, Actually, I started the exam at around 8:10, that is India time. So after the 10 minutes of introduction to the systems and how to use the softwares of PMI, then we started the exam. So the first question came up. I
You
still
cannot
think
share the
that
exact question. You cannot share the exact question. So
no,
you
no,
may,
not the exact question.
yeah.
I was
Maybe
saying that
I thought you were going in a flow.
no, 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 no. The first exam, sorry, the first question. I think I made it wrong. I thought so. I don't know if it is right or wrong, but then I thought that now let's not focus on what is right, what is wrong. Let's go ahead with what it seems to be right, and as per the process we are going through. Then I started attempting one question, second, third, fourth, and went on. I finished the first set at around when the timer was 165. I completed the first set.
Hmm.
Then I went for a break. I didn't spend much time on the break. I
Hmm.
just walked around a bit, had some water,
Hmm.
and then I came back. At around 6 minutes, I came back.
Hmm.
Then I started the second round.
Hmm.
I finished it at around 95. The timer was at 95. Then again the break came up. Then
Hmm.
I didn't review the questions as
Okay.
I thought that there's no need to review as such. And then the third set I finished at with 25 minutes remaining to be
Okay.
exact.
So 25 minutes remaining. You
Remaining.
were able to. Okay. Which of the domain in PMP was more relevant, more focused in the exam?
Actually, I didn't focus much on that which topic. I didn't means notice much on that. I was just going question after question, so I didn't see much into it. But yes, there were some questions on match the followings, which I could remember. Around three of them came up. Then around three of the maths oriented questions of calculations, just division and answers are there, nothing more. Then there were risk oriented. There was no compliance as such. Risk oriented was there. Then as usual, the stakeholder come along with linked with a lot of communications, a confusing part. Then people, teams, all those are normal. But I don't remember how many questions of each section, but they were there.
They were there. Okay,
They were
anything
there.
because very important thing. Anything that we haven't covered.
No, everything is covered in that as such. There's nothing much extra that is to be learned out. Everything is there, and the best thing is that we go through the flow of the processes. So the flow is much better to understand. So there's nothing much to. Only the point is like out of the flow, we have to remember only certain things like the theory part, the Maslow's theory, X theory, Y theory, all those theories, and some of the functions of the managers and all those. That's all, but nothing much
Did
on that.
Maslow and things like that came into the exam?
No, for me, it didn't come anything like the theory part. Didn't come.
Yeah, because I am having the same feedback that it is not coming from long time. So
Yeah,
I thought maybe in your exam finally it did appear. But okay,
yeah.
okay. Let's talk about more about how you think that the PMP aspirant should prepare. Since I'm coming to the final part, but how your advice to the PMP aspirant? So you are getting congratulations from MGS, from Pawan.
Thanks, MJS Pawan. Thank you.
So how do you think they should prepare for the PMP exam?
Okay, so if you remember that we started with the Udemy mocks, and later there is a situation where my timings went down, and you said one statement. Uh, this is putting a brake on your progress. If you remember, I'm not mentioning the name. That XYZ put a brake on your
I understand.
progress. Yeah. So that was the point when I understood that yes, it's not only the correctness of the answer that's very important, but the timing has a very big factor, and it is linked with your thought process and your process of understanding the things. So the simple trick I used is that I put a timer on my mobile, and every question that comes in a timed mock or a untimed mock, every question I try to solve it within that 1 minute. So that's how I practiced out to get those questions solved within that prescribed 1 minute. It may be a bigger question or a small question, but I always maintain that. So it helped me a lot to, and actually it brought out the biological clock within me, that when I start reading the questions, it's my mind says that okay, now it's going to be 1 minute, so there's a, you should progress it more. So that's how I managed the timings, and it helped me during my exams because I didn't have much of a stress on during my exams because I was going along with the flow. I follow the process like read the last line, then eliminate the two options that is supposed that is 100% to be there. Then read the main question, and by the time you read the main question, understand which is the right answer.
Yeah,
So you
yeah.
just click on that,
I love
then
it.
click next, and you get the next question. Don't think about the past. Go ahead, go ahead, ahead. That's how I could accumulate that 25 minutes in the end.
Yeah,
So
that's a
even
good.
I didn't see the timer also. When it
Hmm.
came like at the 60th question, when it said that you want a review, then I thought, oh, man, 60th question I passed through. I said no, and I just I was in a flow. I mean, just because I never thought about anything else. Continue, continue, continue. That's all.
That's a good thing. I really love the way
Yeah.
you are in the flow, how you are understanding this thing. This is one of the most important thing. So we are getting congratulations from Usman. Usman is
Thanks,
saying
Usman.
so. Usman is always there for all the PMPS.
Yes, yes, he's always there.
So now Shaji, since Usman is there, so I'm gonna also share the most important thing. Shaji, as we were talking before, because it's very rare that I had very less conversation with my PMP aspirants. You are among the very few 4 or 5 PMP aspirant in the last 3 years that I have very few conversation. Usman was actually one of them. Why?
I see.
When someone, you know, my goal is to get from forming to performing. If someone is already in the performing stage and from day one, like the day one you join the program, because you did not even join me by messaging me, you directly go to my website and paid it on the website and you join the program. So we never had
Yes.
that long conversation that I normally had. So when you came, but now is the time, now is the time that we should have a conversation. Now is the time that I need you in every possible scenario. Why do I need you? Each one teach one.
Yes,
Because
that's
in
right.
this way we can help each PMP aspirant. You know that we have 25 to 30 PMP aspirant in batch 2. Out of them, I guess 3 to 4 have cleared, and the remaining like 2 3 Munindra, Surinder, uh, 1 2 more, 2 3 more are in line. They will be clearing within 4 to 5 days. But there are many students that need your guidance. Usman is
Okay.
there, Uzair is, I hope the same from Uzair, that you join hands with Usman and try to complete this batch maybe by maximum 15th of April.
Yes, sure.
Yeah.
Already I got a call from two of our batchmates. One is Subramanian called me up, then Priyesh called me up. So had a good
So
conversation with them.
Subramani is
Yeah,
almost done. Subramani is
yeah.
done.
It's don't,
Probably,
yeah, he's also
yeah,
he
yeah.
told me.
Yeah. Day after tomorrow, I will be recording his journey.
Yes, yes,
Probably. So Subramani has no issue.
yeah,
Surendra, Maninder, they don't. You see, as I said, when someone is at the performing stage, so it's delegate them. But the goal is my program and the follow-up system. What is the goal is to take the person from norming or storming, or sometimes they go back to the forming stage to the performing
so
stage.
for me,
That
right.
is very very important that you guide them. Maybe joined a different way. Usman has a way that he has a coaching call every week. So maybe you can look at that, or you can see what other way you can use. I'm always open to
Right.
see what, because you see, Usman made an innovative way. Sabir is doing that. I have my own ways with new mind, and you are a very creative person. And I know this for a fact. Okay, I know that you are a creative person. So whatever your thoughts are, the purpose is each one teach one, and
Right,
of course, then as a result, I will be helping you in your PDUs. You know that you need to get 60 PDUs for PMP. So just
right.
when the students guide my students and plus they write questions, so I provide them 60 in time by time, and you are able
Time, yeah.
you need, you don't need to buy those things, you know, that people sell, and those things you don't need to buy that. I will be
Mm.
providing along the way when you do that. And because that's basically what does PDUs mean, professional development unit.
Develop
You
the
need to
audience,
do
yeah.
that and these things. So that will be the best way to learn the PDUs and to continuously stay in the path of PMP, because you
Right.
have crossed one thing when you talk to other persons and you see, oh, I never even thought in that way. So that's entirely different. So
Right.
looking forward towards you. So today has been a hard day. You just came from job. You had dinner.
Yes, I had a late dinner today.
Had a late dinner. So I
Yeah.
highly recommend tomorrow. Tomorrow go for a good dinner and celebrate your success because you earned it. So with that, thank you very much for joining, for trusting us, and best of luck, brother, for future endeavors.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thanks, Amit. Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Ibrahim is the first PMP of 2022. Abhishek, Mr. Hisam Khan, or one of my student Palisa. Anirudh, we have Jangir with us. Ali, Abhilash, Sabir, Asad, Yo Manish, Abhishek, Mr. Jamal, Mr. Ahmed, Alvin, Neha, Mr. Raju, Pradeep, Amit, Rashmi, Amana, Uzair, Said, Dash, Gulam, Muhammad, Aarti, Pawan, Tariq, Iqtidar, Numan, Mandar, Muazzam, Niju, Abraham, Wasim, Ahmed, Janjua, Aj, Osman Khan, Afzal Ali. So here we have my 100 certified PMP in 2022.